Tim Pool is apparently upset at the rock band MUSE. If you don't know the band MUSE, I highly recommend them. I saw them for my birthday in 2017. I think most people know them from the song that was on like Rock Band 2 or 3. But if you like poppy progressive rock, I've heard people describe MUSE as what Radiohead would be if they were happy. And that's kind of true. That's kind of true. Highly recommend MUSE. But apparently, Tim Pool, not a fan of the MUSE right now. YouTube host and content creator Tim Pool said on Monday that he has some questions that need to be answered concerning a March 9th released video promo from the popular band MUSE. About a year and a half ago, Pool released a music video, Will of the People. And he says he sees many similarities between his video and a video by MUSE with the same name. He goes so far as to call MUSE's release a shot-for-shot remake of the video. Bullshit. This is the Tim Pool video, Will of the People. All right, like, no, because I've watched the promo for MUSE. It's only like a 20-second ad. I've watched the promo. Yeah. It's basically to promote his video. I'm not going to get my 12 cents. Unfortunately, my 12 cents from YouTube is probably going to go to Tim Pool because I'm playing this fucking video. God damn it. That's not Tim Pool singing, is it? Original song and music video. Wait, he wrote this? That's him singing? I don't upload it. We're live on YouTube right now. I can go back and take it out afterwards, but I'm going to lose like the revenue from the live stream, which is about 12 cents. He called it a shot-for-shot remake. It is not. But what? This is Tim singing? He's a better singer than he is a right-wing pundit. I mean, auto-tune, I've had this conversation with people. Pitch shifting isn't going to make you sound good if you're shit. You got to bring something to the table. I mean, are we going to have to watch this whole video just because, like, there has been nothing in this fucking video that has looked like the MUSE video. He called it a shot-for-shot remake. Hold on, you guys give me your opinion. We'll come back. We'll come back to it. Here is the MUSE clip. It's only like 30 seconds. First of all, it's not even the same animation style. in the stained tier of singers. So that was the Muse clip. I have seen nothing. Yeah, there's some orange in Tim's video. I've seen nothing in Tim's video that looked anything like that. Now, I'm assuming that maybe towards the end, they pull the statues down and maybe it looks something like that. I don't like, and like the style of Tim's video is like the, fuck, what do they call this style? Like the Sin City kind of style. It is weird that both of them are titled The Will of the People. But here's the thing is like Will of the People fits right in with what Muse has been doing. Like if we go and like look at song titles by Muse over the last like 2 albums, Will of the People fits right fucking in. Calling it garish. Huh, for some reason my Spotify is not loading up here. Okay. So like fucking like let's look at their last album. Simulation Theory was the name of their last album. Algorithm, Pressure, Propaganda, Thought Contagion. Drones had like this military theme. Dead Inside, Psycho. The Handler. The Handler was the coolest fucking song in like live. So they had these giant screens behind them. They do The Handler and like it's got this puppet master. And like they had to have some sort of sensors in their outfits because like the puppet master on screen, all of the strings looked like they were moving with the band. It was fucking killer. Fucking killer. So I mean, Will of the People fits right in with like themes that Muse has been singing about. I have a hard time believing this is Tim Pool singing. And now apparently, like, he put this together during COVID, so... Reminds you of a Bone Thugs video. It reminds me of like a fucking... They do this a lot in video games when they don't want to like do the full motion animation and shit. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Maybe like Wolfenstein had this like animation style for like when they're doing the like backstory. Written and performed by Tim Pool. Nothing in that video looked anything like Muse. I was gonna, like, maybe at the end they pulled down the statues and they were, like, falling into the sand or something. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Ah, goddamn, Tim, you're stupid. So, Pool discusses the similarities on Timcast.
You want to grab the mic?
Yeah, right up to the mic. There we go.
Go right up to the mic.
Perfect.
It's can you turn the volume up?
Yep, we'll get some sound. There we go. Now we're good to go.
All right.
So my name is Jeff Clark, and I'm the former double assistant attorney general in the Trump administration. I had 1,400 lawyers under me at some point, but in the interest of full disclosure, I am Irish.
Oh,
so,
no.
Are we talking about Muse here?
Internalizing people's sorrows and difficulties.
Apparently we get to it.
So I'd like to...
Oh my God, so you bring a guest into your studio. He was the double attorney general or whatever the fuck that dude said. for the Trump administration, you bring your guest into the studio, and the first thing you do is like, oh, hey, a rock band ripped me off.
Talk to you guys about this story real quick, and then we have a lawyer give us his perspective.
Can I just make one point? I want to let the audience know what I referenced earlier. It's from a children's book called Joey, The Story of Joe Biden, where we learned that in high school he was given the nickname Hands because of how good at football he was. Anyway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to take a look at this. Is timcast.bandcamp.com.
Because jokes always need explanation.
For those of you that are familiar, and those of you who aren't, I released a song November 2nd, 2020 called Will of the People. It's actually part of a series. It's a universe where we're actually writing a bunch of different songs that go into this artwork. We've got a studio that's going to be producing the artwork. We've got 2 sequel songs that are in works. We just released the retro version the beginning of this month. And you can see here our album art shows an orange sky with statues and cables on it, and they're being pulled down.
You can buy that song for $5 fucking. Meanwhile, you can get like a MUSE song for 99 cents on iTunes. $5 fucking is what Tim Pool is charging for that bitch ass song. What?
In the beginning of this song, we can see right here what you're seeing right now on the screen, and I'll describe it, is gears, and this is underground. I'll lower the volume and just play the intro for you. Now what you're seeing is the ground level and the base of a statue as the song begins to start to show you as it moves up. You then see the cables at the waist of the statue under an orange sky. And more shots of the statue with cables wrapped around it. I then want to show you the end of the song, which is kind of a spoiler alert for those who haven't seen this production. But at the end of the song, you then see the resolution, which is the ground level brown orange sky, cables wrapped around a statue, and people are pulling the statue down. But when they do, the statues rotate. So keeping those points in mind, I'll just quickly say, I produced a song that is part of a bigger project we're working on. We've pitched movies, we've talked about graphic novels. We have a whole story arc for the characters in this because we've been trying to build culture, and we're trying. This is our most successful cultural thing we've produced. We have a story called Will of the People. It is a song and series we're producing, and it begins with a ground shot, the base of a statue under an orange sky with cables pulling it down. On March 9th, which is also my birthday.
Let me tell you, like a pan-up shot to open a video is incredibly fucking common.
MUSE posted this video, which I'm not going to play for copyright reasons, but I can scroll through. Starts with a ground shot. You see a foot.
Looks nothing like your video.
Pointed up with cables hanging down under an orange sky. And then it zooms out. There's a hooded figure, and people are firing more cables, and they then pull the statue down. Now, my initial reaction to the fact that MUSE launched an album called Will of the People and a song called Will of the People. It was on this show that Ian said to me, he's like, hey, did you know?
I would like to think that MUSE has no fucking clue who you are. I would assume that they don't, but then again, they're incredibly politically aware. So they might.
MUSE has a new album coming out called Will of the People. And I went, oh, how about that? Because, yeah, it's just a title, and MUSE being very political.
Beanie Baby now.
Whatever. Then, it was last night, we were driving back from, we're just out of town a little bit, and I decided to actually take a look, because I hadn't actually looked at what MUSE was.
If anybody plagiarized anybody in this whole affair, it's the fact that MUSE has a song where it's like, the will of the people, which sounds like the beautiful people. Which has been a meme that's constantly going around here lately.
Producing, and sure enough, it's the way I would describe this is it's a live action version, shot for shot, of the intro and parts of the.
It is not.
Will of the People. Now, considering this is a promo, we don't know exactly what MUSE is intending to do with the full release. In this video, they're chanting over and over again, "The will of the people, the will of the people." And of course, in my song, we say, "This is the will of the people," and they're pulling statues down. So it's very similar. What people need to understand is I've not said anything in terms of legal stuff. I tweeted out, we have questions. But considering we've heavily invested in, we've got, again, I got 2 songs. You know, I can actually do this. I'm going to do something I shouldn't do because I shouldn't have to reveal this stuff, but I have no problem showing just a little bit of a rough cut.
Oh my God.
So this is...
He's really into himself.
I don't know how to turn off. There we go. That we've been working on because... And we also have another song. It's on my Instagram. So we're absolutely producing in this, and this is an issue for us. So I'm curious, Mr. Lawyer, what your thoughts are.
He wants to be shot down.
You know, look, you know, I had done copyright work for General Motors at one point about the computer.
If this guy doesn't tell Tim that he's an idiot, then he needs to be disbarred.
Computer code in their cars, and attempts by the state
Shameless self-promotion
to grab that. So, you know,
I mean, okay. In full disclosure, like I can't bash Tim too much. You know, I've accused Seth Rollins of ripping me off. Like, that's my whole thing about Patreon. Is like, help me sue Seth Rollins, help me sue Gwyneth Paltrow. But then again, like, I actually have, you know, evidence. So I understand the tactic that Tim is employing, and I can't bash him too much for that.
You know, look, in terms of the basic...
Both videos have statues.
Copyright law, I mean, it looks to me like there's a lot of similarity here, and... you know, it'd be interesting if you could uncover evidence of whether there was actual, you know, intent to copy. But it looks like it's been, you know, some key elements have been copied. And then the issue is, you know, is there originality in your work? I think it's very original.
I wonder what, like, fucking, who uses an orange sky unless you're depicting, like, I don't know, a post-apocalyptic dystopian world? That fucking orange sky is standard for that. Idiots.
I think particularly, you know, compliments to you, the turning statue.
That was inspired by artwork from a Polish artist. But
okay.
we created our own version of it, we animated it, and we made it part of a bigger story.
Okay.
So there's a lot to break down, especially.
So he plagiarized the statue that he's accusing Muse of plagiarizing.
Big fan Matt Bellamy would love to chat because I need questions answered, right? A lot of people said the idea of the statues being pulled down you don't own. And I said, right. And they said the idea of an orange sky you don't own. They said the phrase "will of the people" you don't own. I said, okay. And then I said,
who said I don't want to bash Tim Pool? I do.
A shot of a statue under an orange sky with ropes pulling down the statues is pretty much a live-action remake of what we made.
No, it's not. It was nothing.
That's the kind of defense argument you would face, right? But it's an attempt to atomize your work. If you look at it, if you take
fucking any respectable lawyer would laugh in Tim's fucking face.
Take a step back and you look at how you've combined the elements, right? It's combinatorial. It looks like it's very similar. And
no, it doesn't.
I'd be pretty concerned about, you know, Muse, you know, coming out with something like that right after you've done it. So and there may be evidence that you know, they saw your work, and that would be very troubling if
doubt. Doubt.
Considering that Matt Bellamy has praised Alex Jones in the past, maybe I'm wrong. I just want to make sure I can put that out there. But there have been numerous.
I can't imagine he praised Alex Jones.
Singer of Muse, telling Alex Jones inspired his music. Their songs use a lot of themes of anti-establishment, anti-government, so a lot of people like them. Though I don't know where they exactly stand on the political spectrum. It stands to reason that they likely have access and have definitely seen the work.
Holy fuck, he's been on the Alex Jones show.
The guests we have on the show overlap with a lot of what they talk.
Oh, this was in 2006. That's a little different. I was an Alex Jones fan in 2006. That's way different.
Talk about. So, you know,
so I've seen them. You know, I know that they have a connection to the Alex Jones show. I have some Muse songs on my iPhone right behind me. So, you know, I know kind of where they draw their themes from, and I can see why you're asking these questions.
If I wrote a book, you can't copyright book titles, right?
Not quite sure of that off the top of my head.
Okay. So I'll put it this way. There's a lot of people who responded to my post on Instagram and my Twitter when I said we have questions. I didn't say anything beyond that. I didn't threaten.
So apparently Bellamy used to be a 9/11 truther. By 2009, he had come out against 9/11 trutherism. He had his photo taken with Hillary Clinton in 2016. So probably not on the Alex Jones bandwagon anymore.
I didn't claim anything, but a lot of people immediately said Muse didn't steal your work. And like, I didn't even say that. A lot of people didn't realize, though, that they took the name as well as the color scheme, the symbols. I mean, we have the character in the hood raising his fist, and then like it's a whole pulling the mask up. So obviously, there's a lot of things.
Oh yeah, because nobody else would come up with "Will of the People"
individually claim. But you know, my response is like, what if I wrote a book called Star Battles about space ninjas with plasma swords that fought the Imperials?
Sounds awesome.
Would I get sued? Would I get sued for that if I made that book?
Yeah, I think you would.
Probably not.
Everyone would recognize it as connected to Star Wars, and you know, the combination of those elements, right? Those creative elements is what makes it.
Honey, this is the United States. Everything's a fucking ripoff of everything else. What are you talking about? Fucking like Oreos ripped off Hydrox. Oh, goddamn. I hate these people. I'm done with this. I can't do it. It is difficult to sue for intellectual property. Smokey, dude, what are you doing? This fucking cat. He just keeps getting over here. He's laying on my fucking board. Dude. You can't come over here and take a nap on my fucking soundboard, dude. That's not cool. Come on, Smokey, you gotta get up. You're on my fucking headphones and shit.